Welcome to Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone. We're live inside Muscatine Hy-Vee on 2nd Avenue in Muscatine, streaming on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Now, here's Tony Tone.
Here we go, friends. Welcome to the program. It's Thursday, the last day of May. Wow. June starts tomorrow. Are you ready for it? I hope so. This is Tony Tone, Hy-Vee Today. We're inside Hy-Vee in Muscatine on Highway 61. Quick little weird story that happened yesterday. I was leaving the store around 12:30 to run over to Rock Valley Physical Therapy to get stitches taken out of my knee, which is fun. I was about, a couple steps into the parking lot. Somebody said, "Hey," and I turned around, and it was one of my uncles from the Chicago area. If you would have bet me $1 million yesterday, like if I could guess who I would have seen randomly in the parking lot here at Hy-Vee in Muscatine, Iowa, there's no way that I would ever guess that I would have seen my Uncle John. It was so bizarre. I'm like, what are you doing here? Like he had business in Burlington. He was cruising down 61, just stopped. I was like, were you going to call me? He's like, I don't even have your number. So that's weird. And I told him, I said I was planning on leaving 5 minutes earlier, so I would have totally missed him, but that was wild. So shout out to Uncle John, who's probably not watching this. We'll never see that. I don't know. It was just so weird, but it was great to see him. And then we had that torrential downpour conveniently right as school got out here in Muscatine. So last day of school, woo! And then we got like 2.5 inches of rain or however much we got in 25 minutes. It was bad. But I'll tell you what was good yesterday before all that nonsense. I had one of Chef Tess's ribeye sandwiches for lunch, and it was phenomenal, Chef Tess. Oh, my gosh. It was so good. You're definitely hard at work this morning in the Hy-Vee Today kitchen. You have a bunch of caterings, and then you have to come back and do lunch again at the store, right?
Yep.
Oh, my goodness. And on the menu today it's a gyro spiced meatball on a pita, is that correct?
Yeah, so there's going to be a locally made pita.
Nice.
Which made in Iowa City at Oasis.
Ooh.
And I'm going to have like a Lebanese cabbage salad, a cucumber salad as condiments for it. It's going to feature like a Euro spiced beef meatball.
Okay.
And that homemade tzatziki sauce as well.
Tzatziki sauce is the bomb.
It's like a
so good.
cucumber yogurt sauce,
yes.
If you're not familiar with it.
Absolutely. I'm a huge fan of gyros, and I'm excited to have this. And this is the day that I usually leave early, so I'll probably come back or whatever. I don't know what I'm going to do, but it's going to happen. And then you're getting ready to take some stuff over to our friends at All Steel right next door, which is super cool. I'm jealous of what's on their menu. Sounds amazing. But, yeah. If you ever, I know you've told me that I could come with you to set up, but I feel like I would just be too tempted to try everything. Because if I took this name thing off, like, watch, look, now I'm an All Steel employee. How you doing? I'm from corporate's right over there. Crap. I'm from the New York office. Yeah. See? That works out pretty good, right?
Yeah, we can try that, see how far you get.
People don't recognize me that much, so. But then I also feel like I know people at All Steel, maybe they'd be okay with that, right?
Maybe.
Like you come with all the good stuff, and I have bad dad jokes or something. That could be like we could be like a package deal, right?
Yes, I will pitch that to them next time I talk to them.
I've had worse ideas, Chef Tess.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. All right, we'll check back in with Chef Tess in just a few. Our first guests are here from Team Staffing, which also not that far from where we're at on Lake Park Boulevard across from Happy Joe's. Katie Cedarstrom and Jenny McWade in the house. It's good to see you again, Katie. Welcome back. Jenny, first time. Oh my gosh, I love when we do the Team Staffing job board, and it's a job that you have because I get to say things like, Jenny, we've got your number, or Jenny, I've got your number, and then
all that fun stuff.
Yes, that works out really well. So thanks for being here. I appreciate it. I'm excited because before we started, we were talking about how y'all at Team Staffing kind of helped out and recognized a local teacher, right?
Yep.
During Teacher Appreciation Week. So let's start there. Who was the lucky teacher, and is this something that's happened before?
I don't know if we've done it before, but so we always kind of try to do something fun or give away stuff for free.
Sure.
So for May Teacher Appreciation Week, we just had like a little thing on our Facebook page, just
Gotcha.
People could nominate their favorite teacher.
Okay.
And Lori Sabers from Wilton won.
Cool.
She's a second grade teacher in Wilton, so we give her a $50 Amazon gift card.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's super cool. Yeah, so again, teachers, when it comes to things in their classroom, they end up spending their own money usually, right?
Yeah.
So that's a good opportunity to take care of Lori.
I did ask her what she wanted for her classroom.
Right.
She asked for a couch, but she had a couch in her classroom.
Sure.
It didn't pass fire code, and they made her get rid of it. So
What?
Yeah.
What about the couch couldn't have been in fire? What?
It has to have a certain sticker on it. So,
oh my gosh.
Yeah, they shipped her couch out, and she wasn't happy about it. So
I like the idea of having a couch in a classroom, especially for second graders,
Yeah.
which can probably be a little rambunctious.
she's amazing.
Gosh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's super cool. And yes, if you're not following Team Staffing on Facebook, you should. On top of like the openings and things that are going on, you are doing things like recognizing teachers. I know you had some Adventureland giveaways. So people out there, and we're going to pull up the Facebook page in a couple minutes. We're going to get there, but just check out Team Staffing on Facebook. Another thing, so we talk about putting over 1,000 people to work across Muscatine. You're able to do that because Team Staffing has over 20 years of experience helping people get jobs, right? So it's like you know what you're doing, and when people are looking for jobs, they can come to you. So the benefit of that experience is that you know how to find the right jobs for people that are looking, right?
Correct.
So, Jenny, in your time at Team Staffing, like knowing that you have all of this history in the community, it's got to make you very confident in your ability to know that when you have somebody that comes in for a job that they heard about, that you know they're going to be a good fit. Maybe they're not the perfect fit every time, but let's just talk about that a little bit, being able to get people where they need to be so that they can be effective for these employers.
Yeah, and we basically just take each company's requirements, what they are looking for in an employee, use our application process, our pre-screening process, interviewing,
Sure.
things of that nature to match up, with the companies, what they're looking for, to try to make sure it's a good fit.
Yeah, because ultimately the employer has X amount of openings, and you know that you have to go out and bring people in. There's a great shot of folks that did those guys get jobs? Like,
Yep.
what?
So
Give me some background on that picture.
Alan and Emma,
Okay.
they work on H&I, so they hire for Han and Allsteel.
Cool.
That is onboarding. So they only start new people on Mondays, and
Okay.
that Monday they had I think there's 20 people there that they started at H&I that week. So, yeah,
That's super
their
cool.
goal I think is 10 a week. They never want less than 10 new starts a week. So
Wow.
Alan, he really works hard and does an amazing job. And
That's incredible.
Yeah.
10 a week. Jeez Louise.
Yeah.
That's a lot of responsibility.
yeah, I think summer's probably busier, maybe.
Yeah,
but-
no, you're right. Those places are incredible. And I worked at Han for 6 months, but I certainly understand how busy they can be. And now it seems like they're just busy year round, which
Yeah.
is great. And then that just keeps creating opportunities. And that's where Team Staffing comes in and says, hey, we need to get people to work right now. No, it's fantastic. So let's talk about how Team can help both. So we're talking about job seekers, so people that are looking for jobs, and then the employers. Because if there's somebody watching us, whether they're live or going to catch us on the replay, and they're thinking I need help finding good people, that's where you can come in on the employer side, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So what do they just need to contact you, and then you can work with them? I don't know.
Yeah.
How does that relationship develop?
A newer one that we did this year, and it wasn't even for long term, but Kester Construction, they did McDonald's this year. So not sure how they heard about Team, but I'm not sure. But anyways, I think they reached out to Jenny.
Cool.
So she gets a request to quote form. You can tell more about that process. You're kind of the.
Yeah, we kind of go through a process with the company in the beginning.
Sure.
To get them on board to work with us.
Cool.
And then we kind of move forward from there on what they're looking for, so on and so forth.
Yeah, and then they set their price that they want to pay per hour and what kind of person they're looking for.
Sure.
They were actually really cool because they raised the pay rate. I think they were paying $12 an hour, but they're hey, these guys did awesome. Let's give them $14 an hour.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, it was fun working with them, and I hope we get to do that again.
Yeah, I was going to say, so in addition to having, people that are going to walk into your office and respond to, things that they see online as far as job seekers and having a relationship with them, you also at the same time have to have a good rapport with the employers and be constantly able to, in an instant, like pivot from helping, John Doe find a job to here comes an employer that's looking for 10, 20, 50 people.
Yeah.
So that's where the multitasking comes in, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely probably not a boring job, right?
No, always on our toes.
And when you get those calls, like give me an example or give us an example when an employer was like, and it might be an H&I or whomever if you can't say the name of the business, but last time somebody called and was like, I need 25 or 20 or 30 people to work.
Yeah, I mean, we work with Heinz here in town, and they actually, I mean, they call for quite a few people, and they're urgent needs.
Are they?
Yeah.
That's
so
awesome.
The turnaround time that we have to find those people, get them through onboarding, get them started is pretty minimal sometimes.
Wow. I was going to say, so you're just sort of like, all right, we'll get them.
Yeah.
And then you know that you have to get people in. Jeez Louise.
Yeah, and
that's
those ones
cool.
are even kind of longer because they do like the background check and the drug screen and all that kind
Sure.
of stuff. So it's not like we can just call you and send you to work.
Right.
There's the process on our side, but the time I'm thinking of, I had been fairly new, and I know we use like the call 'em all thing. Like we can send out phone calls or texts, like mass ones, and so then our phones were going crazy. But I think it was like they wanted 25 people to start on Monday, and it was Friday.
Right. That's fantastic. Charity says the names are backwards. Chad. Hold on, Chad, let's go to the shot of Katie and Jenny. I think we might have to switch some names around here. I don't want people to think we're talking to the... Yeah, all right. Can we flip them around?
Awesome. Oh, Brian's so happy he got a new wife.
Okay, so finding a job and making that easier. All right, so that's where... And I feel like social media, certainly it can be a great thing. And there's, 2 billion people on Facebook. And certainly there's going to be people that are looking for jobs. And I'm not saying that's the only way that you make finding a job easier, but that certainly has been something that you all have embraced between Facebook and Instagram as ways to reach people, right?
Yes.
Because you understand that there's just this big pool of people, right?
Yes.
So that has to be successful for you, right?
I think it helps. I think we don't want to overdo it. So, there's a lot of openings we have that aren't out there, but you don't want to like post every 2 minutes, then somebody be like, oh my gosh, I have to stop following them. Like they won't stop posting on Facebook. But we get a lot of private messages, and then you can post things on our page as a job for people to apply, and we get a lot of applicants through Facebook too. So
there is a Mr. Craig Utley who just commented, "Where's my coffee? It's on the way, Craig." Wink. But seriously, I'm sure that he likes something from Starbucks we could send back. And
Tall
I'll
Pike.
put it on my tab.
Okay.
Yeah, that doesn't exist. Let's go back to the Facebook page for a second. I hope I don't one day get a bill from Starbucks that's like 10 pages long. Hey, here's that tab you always talk about. Let's scroll a little bit, Mr. Broderson, if we could. So team staffing on Facebook, keep scrolling. Here's one. Hey, look, there's Katie and Emma. So go back up just a hair. I want to read that. So there you go. Perfect. We're hiring team staffing as positions ranging from $10 to $22 an hour. What? $22 an hour?
Yeah.
That's phenomenal.
I could probably look and see what it is.
No, you don't have to
even
give
know.
it specifically.
Yeah, but yes,
that's that's so great to know. I love it. I love the fact that people are getting put to work every single day. And that not only are they getting put to work, but they're getting... a lot of these positions are life-changing opportunities.
Yeah.
As far as the amount of money that they're going to make, right? Yeah. I mean, it's just great. Okay, so some things that people watching Hy-Vee today might not know about team staffing. So we've covered over 20 plus years serving the community, the ease of helping people find jobs, working with employers. What are some other things that we need people to know?
I think it's important to know that we have such a large network. So people might think that team just hires for not very many jobs or like kind of low-key jobs, but our network is huge in Muscatine, which means we have different kinds of positions like administrative, HR, finance, sales, marketing, IT. And then Jen knows a lot more about the industrial jobs than I do. You hire for a lot of skilled
I do. Team staffing, you know, a staffing agency doesn't just hire for assembly and manufacturing.
Sure,
I mean,
sure.
we have a lot of skilled trade positions that do have higher pay rates. We do some direct hire as well.
I think the opportunities the last time we were talking about with, you know, the TSI arm of the business are just super cool, and that's where you're going to see some of these $18.55 an hour or more. And I mean, again, that's where I think it's important for people to understand the variety of services that are out there. Something else that I want to mention, because it's on the notes that you sent me, so I'm cheating, but recent graduates need real world experience. Yes. So we're just, you know, there are a whole bunch of people that are just out of high school or out of college that are all of a sudden entering the job market.
Yeah.
And they need that experience. So that's another way that you all at Team Staffing can help.
Yeah.
Because which is good for business for you, right? When you
Yeah.
have all these people that are now ready to work. So for folks that are watching this that have either recently graduated themselves or have family members or friends, they need to get in touch with you.
Yeah,
right?
I think people think that when you get a degree, like you're qualified, and
Right.
that could be right for some places, but you need experience too.
100%.
So I can think of a time when I was trying to line somebody up for like a HR generalist position, and she didn't really want to take it. And I'm like, just trying to like, you know, be positive, be like, you kind of need that, like you gotta start somewhere.
Right.
So if you don't want it, that's fine. Like obviously you don't want somebody to go to a job they don't like, but
Yeah, but no, you're 100% right. Just because you get a piece of paper, and you know, even more so for college graduates, like just because you majored in something doesn't mean that you're qualified to like start day one. So you have to, like you said, you have to start somewhere. You have to be willing to take that first opportunity and make the most of it. And for a lot of people, I think, just because they're kind of focused on one thing, if you can get your foot in the door at some of these organizations in a different role and then show that you're a good contributor, you can eventually get to that job that you want.
yeah.
But that's just it. Like, you have to have that patience. And that's where you can also ask questions. So if you're watching this and you're thinking like, yeah, I've seen, Team Staffing job board, and I've seen some of the openings on social media, they don't seem to appeal to me, call or stop in.
Yeah.
Because I'm assuming that you have a ton of opportunities
Yes.
at the moment for people, right? I mean, there's a lot of opportunities. And even if it's not the right opportunity for somebody, you can give good advice, great advice even, right? And like from, just how to do well in interviews and present yourself well. I mean, you really want to be like a friend to people that are looking for a job.
And in regard to the job board, we do have jobs we can't advertise too. Like,
Okay.
I mean, they're on the down low, and it's not out there for the public to know.
Is
so,
it the FBI?
No.
Just making sure.
But I think I haven't had. Well, I have had one, but Jen's the one I'm thinking of more recently. Like, it was a really good job, but like that's
Sure.
something she's seeking, and nobody knows it's out there. So if you are looking for a new job and you have high expectations, like don't rule us out.
Oh, yeah, you have to ask. I mean, at the very least, a phone call or stopping in on Lake Park Boulevard. And I know one of these days we're going to work out that deal where everybody that gets a job gets something from Happy Joe's. It's just going to make sense since they're your neighbor. But that's right. I mean, so you just have to take it upon yourself. And I know that there's people out there that are watching right now that are probably like not happy with what they're doing.
Right.
So you just need to be proactive for yourself, because that job could be there right now, but it might not be there tomorrow. Based on how y'all put people to work.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Turnover is quick as far as like this is available and now it's not.
Now it's filled. Yep.
So that's what I'm saying, y'all. This is on you to be proactive. I mean, we can lead the horse to water, but we can't make it drink,
That's
so
my
to
favorite.
speak.
Yeah.
You like that one?
I love
right.
that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's true. The thing is, like, you have opportunities for folks. We just want them to be aware of the fact that you're out there working for them. So, okay, as we get ready to wrap up, and Emma chimes in over 165 openings right now. Thank you, Emma.
Thank you, Emma.
Appreciate that.
Call Emma.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
All right, so let's do that. So let's talk about phone number and hours when people could pop in and see y'all at Team Staffing on Lake Park Boulevard. And then, of course, we'll retouch on social media again. So let's go phone number for everybody has like their own number.
Yes.
But like, is that the number that they should use if they wanted to call right now? Is that a good one?
That goes to our front desk.
Perfect.
It's important for people to call to check in for work so we know you're looking. Like I might have interviewed somebody last week, and if they don't come back in or call and let us know they're still looking for work, like we might, I don't know.
Yeah.
We're not like saints. Like I might not remember that person was looking for. Like it's important to let us know and communicate that you're still looking for work.
And you can't be expected to babysit or monitor. People need to have some responsibility. Yeah. And I think that's an okay thing to have, right?
Yeah. Communication's key.
So 109 Lake Park Boulevard, 262-8844. As far as when you're there, open for business, folks that can come in, ask about jobs, see what's out there. Jenny, are there certain times, Monday through Friday?
We are open 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday.
7 a.m.
Yeah.
Who's there at 7? Are you all there at 7?
That would be me at 7.
Are you opening the door?
Yeah, well, 10 till 7.
Okay. So you have the key, is what you're saying?
Yes.
Craig gave you the key. Is it like a key code or is it an actual key? Like, is it a cool skeleton
it's
key?
It's a key. No.
It's not a cool key? Can you get a cool key, Craig? Get a cool key. Get a hand reader. Wouldn't that be fun? What about that? You like that idea?
That's fancy.
Yes. Probably very expensive and not really practical, but a boy can hope. Team Staffing on Facebook, Instagram. Can we go to the Facebook page again? Are you giving Ryan mashed potatoes right now? No, not right now. But I just looked over and he had a spoon. And I'm like, what is going on? He's eating mashed potatoes. Poor Ryan Broderson. He never gets a meal. All right, let's just scroll a little bit. My peripheral is just kicking with these glasses on. Keep going. Keep scrolling. I just want to show some of these graphics that you have. That was great. I love those. The hashtag need a job. Those are super fun.
Yeah, the 7 to 5 thing too. I just want to mention, just because those are hours doesn't mean we can't accommodate you.
Sure.
I know that, last night, me and Charity were there with somebody till after 5:30.
Wow.
And we've scheduled to meet somebody on Sunday to come in for orientation, and she's really awesome about that. So
that's cool.
If you can't come from 7 to 5, reach out to us and we can try to make sure that we're available for you.
That's fabulous. All right, I just like how the Facebook page is laid out. There's a lot of good stuff on there. Katie and Jennifer, thank you for being here. I appreciate it very much. Over 165 openings right now. Get to work if you're watching this and you need a better job or know someone that does. Relay the message, right? Because we want to get those filled immediately.
Yeah,
right?
That's our goal.
Yeah. All right. Do you need Betsy to do anything? She has cool shirts. She knows how to dab.
Oh.
Yep. Do you have any openings for professional dabbers? Yeah. No.
I can look. I can reach out to our clients and see if any of them are looking for a dabber.
Perfect. All right, Betsy, we're going to get you to work, young lady. Thank you both for being here. I appreciate it. And have a good rest of your day, okay?
Thank you.
All right, Team Staffing in the house. Chad, show me those donuts because, look, there's All right, let's maybe cut away because I don't know if the kid wants to be on camera. All right, let's, Betsy, grab the Toyota Muscatine cart cam. And Betsy, I just want you to take a stroll right behind us. And I want to see that National Donut Day Iron Man, as we call it in the Hy-Vee world. It's just like a sign because tomorrow is National Donut Day. So there is the cart cam moseying right behind us. There's Brian Mueller. Yeah, I didn't know there was a National Donut Day, but are you getting another spoon? Oh boy, there it is. It's not a jealous thing. It was just so funny to see. I'm like, what's happening over there? Is there a show within the show going on? So there we go. National Donut Day tomorrow. And we're celebrating with 6 glazed donuts for $1.99. And again, the donuts are fresh fried right here at your Muscatine Hy-Vee. And I'll tell you this, they are delightful. Can we do camera inception right now? And see Betsy outside. All right. Now, I'm hoping she remembers to grab donuts for y'all. Betsy, grab that sprinkled one. I don't know if she heard me. We'll see if she's going to grab it. And then our friend Shelly is waiting in the wings. I see Shelly over there. Hello, friend. We'll get her situated in just a second. Yeah, I love now we have a side-by-side of donuts. Jeez Louise. Yeah, the donuts, they fry them around the clock here at Hy-Vee. It's pretty special. Did she not get your donut?
I think it's gone.
She might have got it.
Oh, all right. Maybe. Possibly. All right, we'll find out. All right, Shell, you want to head over this way, friend? Welcome to Mashed Potato Tasting 2018, apparently. No, you're fine. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Oh, that's great. Chef Tess, you're mic'd up, so obviously the mashed potatoes are ready. That's good. Yeah, I want to try them. Come on now. What? How could I say no to mashed potatoes in the morning? Or, oh my gosh, what is with that spoon? What am I going to do with all them taters? That's not a one bite, right?
It could be.
Oh, that would be an aggressive bite. Oh my Lanta. I'm just going to take a little bite. All right. Oh, it's so good. All right, Shell, come on over. I'm being rude and talking with mashed potatoes in my mouth. That's okay. Have a seat wherever you like, ma'am, and we're just going to clip the microphone on, if you would. That's good. You can sit next to me. All right, can we cut to the donuts for a second so I can polish off this spoon of mashed potatoes and not look like a caveman? There we go. All right, hold on. Oh, my Lord. Those are so good. Thank you, Chef Tess. You're the best. Wow. All right. By the way, that was probably the most generous sample I've ever had on this show, I think, when it comes to mashed potatoes.
I'll make them smaller next time. Sorry.
Yeah. No, don't. That was just awesome. Okay. All right, let's bring it back in here. Hopefully I don't have any mashed potatoes on my face. All right, our next guest is in the house. My friend Shelly with Mike's Hilltop Tap. Shelly.
Hi, Tony.
How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. We used to talk in another form of media. Now we're on cameras. Wow. What do you think?
I about chickened out.
You did? I feel like if you would have texted me and said, I don't know if I can do this, I would have been okay. But then when I saw you walk in, I was like, yes, she's here. This is great. All right. So Mike's Hilltop Tap this Saturday, June 2nd. And we have the flyer that we'll pull up here in just a second. There is the second annual memorial motorcycle ride for Charlie Shelf, Bleep Man Charlie, if we will, who passed away, unfortunately, in a motorcycle accident about 2 years ago. Does it start at the Hilltop on Saturday?
It does.
Okay.
It starts, sign up at 9 and last bike out at 10:30.
Wow. Okay. So Ryan's going to get this flyer for us in just a second. I knew Charlie from the years that I would spend in Conesville doing stuff for Possum. There we go, right there. And by the way, I'm glad that this is the edited flyer. You know what I'm saying? Because Charlie lovingly was referred to Bleep Man. And for some people that are seeing this, I don't want you to think that like we're being rude. That's what people called him for a long time.
Yeah, that was his name.
Like, there are some people that don't even know that his name was Charlie.
Yeah.
You probably, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go back to the flyer for a second, because it's such a great picture of Charlie. He was such a character. So like I said, I got to know him probably 2013 when I first started going down to Conesville. And that man, along with Possum and Fender, everybody has a nickname, by the way, in Conesville, treated me so well. And I definitely considered him a friend, and he always was very welcoming when I would get to Conesville, and he was a good supporter of mine. And then he passed away, and it was devastating.
Yes, it was.
To a lot of people. And he apparently, Charlie, enjoyed coming to the Hilltop.
Yes, he was there quite often. I think that was his hangout.
Yeah, which is, hey, there's nothing wrong with that. It's conveniently located 2 turns from my house, as you know. So, yeah, so I think this is a good way to honor Charlie's legacy, because he loved being on 2 wheels.
Yeah.
He knew a lot of people.
He did.
And by all accounts, you should have a pretty big crowd on Saturday.
We're hoping so.
Yeah. And I think the weather's going to cooperate.
Yeah. Well,
right?
There might be a little rain.
Oh, no.
It's hit or miss.
No rain. There can't be rain. Show me the flyer. I want to just kind of look at all the deets so we can get this to people. Okay, here we go. So like Shelly said, wheels up, 10:30. You're leaving from Mike's Hilltop Tap here in Muscatine. Then you're going to the Beach Pub in Buffalo, 3rd Street Tap in Davenport, Uncle Harley's in Bluegrass, Junction in Wilton, and then back to the Hilltop by 5. And yes, I will be there. I promise there is an E after that N. It just kind of got cut off. But unless that's my imposter, Tony Ton.
Tony Ton.
Dun, dun, dun. but it's going to be a good time. And again, we want the weather to cooperate because, Shelly, behind the hilltop, you have an amazing outdoor space / beer garden. That's great.
Yep, and we got the trailer in for you, so you can have a little stage back there.
That's so wonderful. Okay, so in addition to remembering our pal Charlie this Saturday, you have another big ride that'll be coming up in September?
Yes, that one is our annual Blano Tornado Ride for another good friend and customer of the Hilltop that was killed on his bike also.
And that was Blaine
Bermel.
That's right,
yeah.
okay. So that's a good one. That's a big one,
yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
A lot of people come out to that.
Yeah.
And then there's a couple other things. I wanted to mention that, I don't know if people know this or not. Hopefully they do, but each Friday at the Hilltop you have karaoke.
I do, yep.
Which is a great time.
7 p.m.
And it starts at 7. A lot of karaoke places start late.
At 9, yeah.
You go 7.
We like to start early.
Yeah. Well, listen, the Hilltop, there's people at the Hilltop right now, right?
Yeah, we open at 6 a.m. this morning.
Because you understand that there's all these different folks that are working various shifts.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody that's getting off work that wants to unwind, if getting off work for them is 6 a.m.,
yeah,
it'd be just like somebody getting off work.
We open at 6 a.m. for them third shifters.
That's right.
That like to
And
relax and unwind after a hard night work.
Right, and it would be the same thing if you got off at 6 p.m.
Yeah.
And there are quite a few people in this town that work third shift,
Mm-hmm.
right? There's a great older picture. Look at RJ. Oh, that's hilarious. That suit is something else. Boy, oh boy.
Yeah, he went all out. For
Yeah,
that.
he did.
That was
Well,
our
you kinda went all out,
That
too.
was our ugly Christmas sweater party.
I sent Ryan a picture that I wanted to pull up that this was a year ago. So 1 year ago today, there's going to be a shot that we're going to put on screen here. And I couldn't believe it. Facebook told me that this morning. And I think you're going to get a kick out of this.
Okay.
I don't think you've seen it yet,
I
have
don't
you?
know. Let's
okay,
see.
look at that. That was 1 year ago today.
Yeah.
That was a good group from Bike Night last year. So that was May 31st, 2017. Good crew of people.
Yeah.
I can see Too Tall in there. Oh, look at that. There's John. I can see Ron. There's Deb. Me,
There's
of course. Chump. Chump got in a picture. Yes. Again, everybody has a nickname. But do you have a nickname?
No.
Not even one?
Well, I have a friend that calls me WD. I'm not even afraid to tell you what that stands for.
Yeah.
But
That's
it's
amazing.
Wonder Dummy.
Okay.
He always calls me WD.
Oh my gosh. That's awesome. I feel like if you've never been to the Hilltop and you go to the Hilltop, you could almost get a nickname. Like someone would bestow a nickname upon you.
There's a lot of people up there that have nicknames.
Oh, that's awesome. Mike's Hilltop Tap. And there is a Mike, which is super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is the owner.
How long has Mike had the Hilltop now?
23 years.
Whoa! And Mike, he could at this point in his life not have to work, but that man is still trucking.
I think he's 76.
Whoa.
And he's
I was going to say 36.
over
but
the road truck driver,
Yeah.
and he has no plans to retire anytime soon. He loves it.
He's a good guy, Mike Blazing. And yeah, I mean, he's out there trucking, and then he's got Shelly running the show at the Hilltop.
Yeah.
And keeping everybody in line. 6 a.m. is early, but again, it's all about taking care of those shift workers.
Yeah.
And there's not a lot of places that open at 6 a.m., but you guys understand that. So one of these, because you are in there Fridays at 6 a.m., right?
I have someone else that opens, so
Okay.
I'm in there about 8 on Fridays.
8 a.m.?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
One of these Friday, I need to take a Friday off. I should have gone in last week when I was recovering from the knee surgery and just been like, because I've certainly been to the Hilltop enough times, but I don't know if I've ever been there in the morning.
I'm there at 6 a.m. on Saturdays. You can
Oh
come
my
see me on a
gosh.
Saturday.
Wow.
I'll make you a Bloody Mary, Tony.
Breakfast of Champions. Oh, all right. And then I know that you got some plans for some other stuff throughout the course of the summer that's going to be coming up, right?
Yep, I'm trying to
Okay.
get a bag tournament going.
Cool.
Yep, I'm going to start tacos on Tuesdays. I'm going to
Good.
grill out on Wednesday nights.
Good.
So,
I like the bags tournament idea. That's a great idea.
yeah,
I'm not good at bags. Are you? You okay?
I think I'm pretty good.
That's a very confident answer, Shelley. You're probably better than I am at bags.
It's
right?
fun.
And then, hey, this is fun, too. Thanks for pulling this up, right? So taking a ride to the
Yeah,
Psycho
this
Silo.
is just a fun ride that I want to plan just to get people together
Mm-hmm.
and just go for a ride and meet up at the hilltop. And I've always wanted to go to Psycho Silos and try to get a bunch of people to go and check it out.
I haven't been there, but I've heard good things.
Yeah, me too.
It certainly can't hold a candle to the hilltop, though. Am I right?
I don't think so.
That's right. All right. Once again, can I see the Bleep Man Charlie flyer from top to bottom? I just want to remind everybody this is Saturday, and if you're watching this, even if you are like me and I don't have a motorcycle, but you still want to come out, you're more than welcome to. Right. Let's go from the top, if you don't mind, because I just thank you. Let's zoom out just a scotch too. So, and again, proceeds going to the University of Iowa Hospital
Yep.
for kids in Iowa City, which is great. It's $10 a person. And again, Charlie unfortunately passed away 2 years ago, and this is just a good way to get everybody together and have fun. And I know that one of his daughters, Jessica, is kind of the one that was planning this
she
with you.
kind of organized this
Yeah.
whole thing, and I agreed to let her have it at the hilltop because that's what Charlie liked to be, was at the hilltop.
Yeah.
So.
It makes sense. I
Yeah.
promise you that you'll have fun with the group that will be going, because they're all good people, and I think that's what I come back to is, this was something unfortunate that happened, but there's such a good group that are surrounding, Charlie's family. It's just
Good
great.
way to honor his memory.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
100%. And then as a bonus, you can see me at 5 o'clock until I don't know what time.
Till it rains.
Shelley would like to think that I am a rainmaker.
He is.
Although, if you remember, we just showed that picture from last year, and it did not rain.
that was
day.
probably one of the few days it didn't rain on a Wednesday.
We had a little bit of rain last year.
Yeah, we
Look at
did.
that crowd. What a good crew, right?
That was fun. I miss those bike night Wednesday nights.
That was a good group of people. That's what I'm saying. There's good people that work hard and like to have a good time at places like the Hilltop. This is pretty easy coming on, right?
Oh, a piece of cake.
You want to be like a co-host?
Oh, no.
Okay.
No.
All right. We could set up a camera at the Hilltop.
I'd feel more comfortable.
I don't know if the people around the hill, they'd be like, is that camera? What's that camera doing? Oh, it's just Tony. Wave hi to him. The good news is, I've walked in several times recently, and it's literally like walking into Cheers.
Yeah.
Seeing so many familiar faces.
A lot of
from there.
regulars.
Yeah, right.
Everybody knows everybody.
And I wouldn't have it any other way.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you for being here, and I look
Sure.
forward to seeing you on Saturday.
Okay.
It'll be
Looking
fun.
forward to it.
Yeah, you're the best. Shelley and the crew at the Hilltop ready to go as we remember our buddy Charlie this Saturday. Back to Chef Tess in the Hy-Vee Today kitchen, where there is a gigantic container, the big bowl. She's putting copious amounts of seasoning on it. I imagine at this point, Chef, you are preparing the meatballs for
Yes.
today's lunch. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Wow, those look good. We got to get a shot of what's going on. Boom, there it is. Look at that. Okay, so when you say Euro spiced meatballs, walk me through what you got to do to get that flavor.
So what I like to do is it's a pretty basic Mediterranean blend of spices. I use ground garlic or granulated garlic, a ground rosemary powder, cumin, and some coriander,
Okay.
and some salt and pepper. And
Nice.
I just go with a very heavy hand on the spices. And what
Okay.
I'll do is I'll incorporate all the spices and then actually cook up a small piece and try it.
Nice.
Just to make sure my seasonings are right before I do the whole batch.
And obviously you're going to do that because you don't want to sample raw meat.
I'm not in the mood for that today, no.
There are people that eat raw meat, though. And I'm not one of them, but I mean, I know that there's people that do it, right?
I like a good steak tartare.
Yeah?
Yeah. Oh yeah, or like a carpaccio. That's like a raw Italian dish.
Yeah.
Raw beef. I'm not really into like the raw ground beef, but I'll do like a little bit
Yeah.
at a time.
Now, with this being a Greek spiced meatball, are you going to let the meatballs kind of, and I'm not saying this because certainly Greek foods are not burned or have a crust, but is the meatball going to be more moist or is it going to be cooked a little, you know what I mean? Like, is it going to have a crunch to it, or is it going to be like your standard meatball?
It'll be
that's a little
more.
bit
It'll be
softer?
kind of a little
Is
bit of
that a
both.
weird question?
No, I don't think so.
I just didn't know if, based on the amount of spices and things that were going into it, if it would lead itself to be to have more of like a crust, if that makes sense.
It kind of just depends on the way that you choose to cook your meatball.
Okay.
A lot of people make their meatball, like if you're doing like an Italian style meatball, and they just braise it in a tomato-based sauce or wine sauce, and that's totally acceptable. And then other times you can sear it first or roast it in the oven first before putting it into a sauce.
Yep.
Today I'm going to be rolling these up, and then I will oven roast them, so they will have like a nice tender center, and they'll have like a brown crust on the outside.
Okay.
I'm not looking for like a hard, crunchy crust like what you mentioned, just because I have texture coming from other places in the sandwich today. So I've got this really great Lebanese cabbage. Almost like a slaw. It's gonna go on there.
I have no idea what that would be like, but it sounds awesome.
It's so good. I really started to fall in love with this type of cuisine after checking out Oasis in Iowa City, and they are just...
Well, just looking at the pitas that are on the counter, they're... Betsy, could you grab those right here? I mean, I can get up, but I don't know. I feel like this would be the one time I like fall off the chair or something, break my neck. But
we don't want that.
Yeah, when I show y'all these pitas, you're gonna be like, "That's a pita." Thank you, Betsy. Appreciate it. Oh my Lanta! Look at the size of this thing. I mean, I should probably hold it this way, just to give you an idea. They look like pancakes.
Yeah. So
humongous.
each one of those has a pocket inside of it. So I'll cut it. I'll use half of one, and then just fill it.
So so that makes sense. So the meatballs are gonna go inside the pocket pita. Nice. That's super fun. Is the pocket pre-cut, or do you have to cut the pocket pita?
Those ones should already have a pocket in them.
I believe I might be looking at the pocket pita right back there. Wow. That's super fun. Yeah. I ain't never seen a pita that big before.
No.
And I've had a lot of gyro in my life, okay? I've had a lot of pitas.
They make excellent pitas. And we carry their hummus too.
Yes.
Which is some of the best hummus.
You swear by that hummus.
It is so good.
Yeah.
I've eaten one container already this week.
Yeah.
By myself. Not ashamed at all.
No shame in the game.
Nope.
Why would there be? And by the way, I mean, when you're talking about meatballs, like, you are getting hands-on with it, right? Now, some people might think, like, Chef Tess, when I make meatballs, I put eggs in my meatballs. Are we doing that? Or yes, no? What's your take on it?
You can. I find that for something like this, we don't really need it. We're not, if you're going to be like roughing them up in some pasta, kind of tossing them around, you sort of need a little bit of a binder. So I'm going to go with more of a meat-based meatball.
Gotcha.
Today.
Yeah. I like how you said need it, and you're kind of needing it. Get it?
I do get it.
Thank you.
I see what you did there.
Do what I can. Don't forget to tip your waiter. I'll be here all night. Those are gonna be great. I already can tell. Like at that stage right now, I'm like, yep. I guarantee you. Listen, when we tell you that Chef Tess is making something here, just do yourself a favor. Like I was telling people yesterday, do your mouth a favor, because that ribeye I had, whoa, it was really good. Actually, Ryan, can you pull up the store's Facebook page and let's show everybody that sandwich that I had. And then I also want to mention that today's the last Mega Meat Thursday, so we'll do both of those. But I'm telling y'all, when you see Chef Tess up front cooking, it's gonna be good. Even if you're thinking like a Euro spice meatball, I don't know, try it. Odds are you're gonna like it, especially with how good these pocket pitas look and everything else that's going into it. Yeah. And then you got dinner tomorrow on Friday, 4 to 7. Is that the time on that one?
Yep, 4 to 7.
And then you're doing like a half smoked chicken.
Yep.
Ooh.
Smoked in the parking lot. It's that season, so we're doing quite a bit of smoked meat.
Absolutely.
So.
And here's the thing, like yesterday with that ribeye sandwich, the sides, like I'm typically, there it is. Lord, look at how good that looks. I'm typically not a potato salad guy, if I'm being honest. I'm not. That's not something I usually gravitate towards. but I've tried it, so I knew it was good. And then it just complemented everything so well. And then there's that cowboy caviar, y'all, and it was ridiculously good.
Thank you.
So hats off to you. The only thing I would do next time, Chef Tess, is I would put another ribeye on top of that first ribeye and make it a double.
Okay.
Because this is America. And if I want to have a double ribeye sandwich.
Eat a double steak burger, please.
And by the way, here's another thought. You know, there's a lot of people that are doing this. Is it keto or keto diet? Keto?
Keto.
Keto. So you don't do any carbs. I thought about doing this because it's working for a lot of people. Ribeye is one of the things that people eat.
Yeah.
All the time.
I did 2 of those. I did 2 of those meals yesterday.
Yeah.
With double caviar,
Ooh.
no bun on the sandwich, just
That's
to
what
help
I'm
people
saying.
out.
So that could be a keto item.
Yeah.
Ribeye. I know. You look at that and you think, look, and there's a video we shot. That's so great. Look at how good good night, America. That's so good. So, again, do yourself a favor. When you see Chef Tess making something, try it. You will love it, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, it just looks good. That cowboy caviar. Wow. All right, so the last thing I want to mention, I want to check my notes. Yeah, so today's the last day of May, by the way. So get ready for June tomorrow. Just like that. It doesn't slow down time. And today's Thursday. So today is the last Mega Meat Thursday here in the meat department. And we are literally surrounded by these signs, but boom, there it is on your screen. So today you can save some money. 15-cent fuel saver with every $25 you spend. That includes meat, cheese, seafood. Price of gas does not have to be what it's advertised as. Let that fuel saver save you money at the pump. It's free to sign up for a fuel saver. There are literally thousands of items in this store that have fuel savers on them, and you will never have to pay full price at the pump if you use that fuel saver. And like we always say, these are everyday items, okay? Betsy, I want you to turn that camera a little bit. See Mark right there? Let's get Mark and then Chris behind him, because they won't know that we're focusing on him. Good job, Mark. You can do it, Chris. You're looking good on screen. Yeah, there we go. Oh, yes. There's Chris. Hey, Chris. All right. Good deal. There's Julia. Okay. All right, y'all. Chef Tess is, like she said, she's going to cook up one of those Euro spice meatballs to see if the spice is right. And then those will be rocking for lunch today, starting at 11:30 until 1:30. Is that accurate time?
The spice is right.
The spice. Ooh, I've always been a ginger spice myself. That'd be funny if we were just playing Spice Girls the entire time, right?
Right.
Spice, baby. Dun, 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 dun. All right, thanks to Katie and Jenny from Team Staffing for being here today. You can go to that overhead shot. That looks way better than my mug. Oh, it's already cooked. Chef Tess has it already cooked. My goodness, how hot was that pan?
Yeah,
It must have been.
I flattened it so it cooked really fast.
I just like that you are so meticulous that you want to make sure that the spices are right. So right now with that sample, how are the spices?
I need more.
Need more?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. That's a lot of TLC going into that, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So again, thanks to Katie and Jenny with Team Staffing here in Muscatine, and hello to everybody at Team Staffing that's watching. Thank you for putting people to work. Thank you for taking care of, I believe it was Lori in Wilton, a teacher. So that's pretty cool, recognizing local area teachers and all the good work that they do. And thanks for coming on the program. Thanks also to my friend Shelly with Mike's Hilltop Tap. Memorial ride this Saturday for Charlie Shelf. Stop out. It starts and ends at the Hilltop. And thanks to Delmer, just because. Right, Delmer? Morning, sir. Or good evening, depending on what time you're watching this. How are my glasses? They okay? They haven't fallen down a lot. That's good. I keep feeling like I could do this move. Oh, everything's blurry. I'll keep them right there. Okay, that's good. All right, so tomorrow on the show, it'll be Friday, and we will talk to Charla Schaefer with MCSA. Charla's the best. Like, one of my favorite people. Easily. Also, Jerry Proviance, Jerry's Bait and Tackle. That man has a lot going on. If you are keeping an eye on Jerry's Facebook page, the pictures of catfish that people are catching from the stuff that he's got, they're humongous. I mean, they're bigger than, like, you can't see my hands right now, but they're big. Big. You could even say bigly catfish and other fishes. And then we'll talk to Brent Coolers, who is one of my coworkers here at Hy-Vee. He does stuff with general merchandise, but we're going to specifically talk about the garden center, which is in our parking lot, that is still open for business. Look, I had an opportunity to push my glasses back. And then tomorrow we will also celebrate National Donut Day. Hello! I need a balloon. Where's my balloon? Hi, everybody. Those are those are awesome. All right. I do have a hot dog balloon, though. Look at that hot dog balloon. That's pretty good. I know, that's a pretty good one. All right. So we'll have a good time tomorrow, that's for sure. I know that. And we'll probably have to partake in National Donut Day. Does that sound like a good idea? I don't even have to ask Ryan. I just know he'll partake. But you have to eat the donut tomorrow with a spoon. Can you do it? Yes. He's like, yes. Yes. So we'll get a plate of donuts, and somebody will pay for it. So, for the sake of science. And I know that so just because, like, we have this deal tomorrow, I know I'm getting off topic a little bit. We have this deal tomorrow with the glazed donuts, and the glazed donuts are great. You can get 6 of them for $1.99. They're terrific. They're just not my personal favorite. So I'm going to celebrate National Donut Day with one of those old-fashioned ones that I like. And you can certainly celebrate with any kind of donut that you like, because all the donuts here at Hy-Vee are fried fresh every single day. Okay? All right. That's it, y'all. We got a good show lined up, good shows lined up for next week. And as I always say, if you or someone you know wants to be a guest, if you know somebody that's doing good work in and around the Muscatine area, please email hyveetoday@gmail.com. Reach out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Stop by if you're in the store. Maybe you're the kind of person that comes to the store and hangs up a flyer for an event. Start thinking about how that event could be promoted on the show. If you're doing something good, you're raising awareness for behind a charity or organization that you feel like you could use a little bit of extra attention, I'll have you right here on the show, and we'll talk all about it. And shout out to Susan Frears, who just walked by. That's what I like doing this show. We are live inside a grocery store. There's a lot of stuff going on. And if you're watching us tonight on Muscatine Power and Water at 7:30 or 10:30 p.m., good evening to you. This is Tony Tone. I'll see you on Friday, the 1st of June. Goodbye.
Thanks for watching Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone. We'll do it again tomorrow with more local guests from in and around the Muscatine community. Questions? Comments? Know a great guest? Reach out to Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone on Facebook or via email, hyveetoday@gmail.com.
Purple one? All right.